Peace, family. So I'm back with another one. Today what I want to do is I want to talk to my chosen ones about how you were the turning point in their life. You were an extremely detrimental part of their life. You was a huge turning point in their life. And what kind of dove me into this subject today was just understanding like how much value we do not put on ourselves. We do not put a lot of value on ourselves. We do once we start understanding the depths of the spiritual war. But starting out, we do not put that much value on ourselves. And I say that too because when you look at your life and you reflect all the people that tried to do you sneaky, snaky, do some witchcraft on you, especially when you didn't deserve it. You know, it's a difference between me slapping somebody and then me getting what I deserve in return, you know. But a lot of the energies that we were receiving, we didn't deserve that energy, you know, not from those beings. We deserved it in the point of, yes, it's a learning lesson and we can always learn from even the darkest entities, you know. That's kind of usually my obstacle in the way I take on things into the way today's society set up. Because you're not going to be able to get away from these demons the way it's set up. So what I do is, when I run into them, I may take a small offense to it on a small degree, everything on a percentage scale, you know. But once I get over that little selfish part, that little piece, because I am still a physical vessel, you know. It's bigger than me, but you still are using my vessel to get your point across spiritually. Then that's when I usually take it as not as personal, you know. And then I start looking at things that they are trying to shine a line on, like my weaker links and things that I could use a little bit more work in, you know. But it's been a lot of people that I've dealt with in my lifetime, and I never used to see myself as being special, and I still don't. I just know that I'm connected to Source, and the Source puts that emphasis and value on us, you know. I've seen a lot of people crash out and have some horrible things happen to them after they did some demonic witchcraft to me. And it's not like I put any emphasis on it. But what made me process this was, you know, I ran into some new people. I'm always running new people, you know. I use me in my life for examples. That's just how it works over here. But I ran into a newer person I've been communicating with for a couple months now, right? We have to realize it's not a lot of people like us, right? It's not a people that process like us up here and here. There's not a lot. So when certain beings come across our path, when we open the doors for certain beings, that is a huge turning point in their life. We're gonna let this airplane pass. We got one on the way. I am near the airport. Y'all can chillax. We are near the airport. Things could be on a time schedule. You know, that's usually how it works. You're going the other way. But what it helped me realize, right, is that we see the light in some of these beings, and I can only assume that they are in a certain space in their life to where they're fully engulfed into the witchy playbook, right? But that light is trying to figure out a way to bust through and outshine this darkness. But they've already signed these spiritual agreements and contracts. But once we present ourselves, once we're present in their proximity, in their vicinity, everything changes. It's almost like they get a chance to wipe their slate clean. And they always refuse to wipe their slate clean. I know you don't actually wipe it clean, but I say that to mean like you get to make amends for all the demonic shit that they did. They hurt a lot of people that didn't deserve to be hurt. They manipulated a lot of people that didn't deserve the manipulation. Manipulation can be used for good or bad, but you know, most of the time when we speak on it, we talking about from the witchy side. Most people is not manipulating people to do God's work. You know, we got very small percentages of us that can do that because we are aware enough to be able to use those abilities in that manner, you know. So I've had situations where people had like some crazy health issues, you know, between like surgeries or like just different things that was like not going on with them in their life when I was closer to them. had a buddy of mine. This was when I had came home from my situation back in like 2009. When I was around him, he was Gucci. When I say Gucci, he was Gucci. We was out living a regular zombie life, you know, out partying, doing a bunch of nothing, girls around, just doing a bunch of not anything, right? But what happened is he decided to do some witchcraft. This wind is wild. We gotta let this pass too. We outside, guys. I know y'all can't see the disturbance, but every time I come back and I go to listen to the audio, it's like because the wind is blowing, and I do have a wind noise cancelator on, but this shit be busting so hard. It ain't but so much you could do but flow with nature, you know what I mean? So clearly it wants me to take my time, so I'm gonna take my time. But what happened was, right, he decided to do some witchcraft on me. Tried to start gossiping to some of the females about me and blah blah, all this other stuff, right? So of course, me being a man, I pull up on him, holler at him what I want, see what's up, whatever. He cop a plea. I stopped dealing with him. After I stopped dealing with him, the man was getting robbed every other day. People was running in his house, robbing him consistently. Every time he left the house, it was some group of guys that was jumping him because he was talking to this girl, talking to that girl. He said some shit about this dude, and knowing he ain't really about that life. He was sharing girls with some other guys that he started mingling with after me. I wasn't on that type time. For me, I like my shit's exclusive, you know. That's just me. I don't want to be touching people that my people's done touch. But long story short, he ended up getting herpes from one of the guys from them sharing girls, because the guy had already had it, and then they was like running trains and shit on girls and having them in and out the spot. He ended up catching it right before he had his child. But when that happened, it was just mind-boggling, because it seemed like, in my world, it seemed like the creator pulled me out to space just in time. But me coming back from what I just been through, it was like, bro, you know you kept him protected, right? It seems pretty arrogant to say. I know it seems arrogant to say. But it's just the way life is set up, you know? If this is the life that you've been walking, then the fruits is always going to be there. Some things just seem like it's to infinity and beyond. It just seem like it don't seem like the creator has given you that much power and ability. But when you show how solid you willing to walk and follow the creator, man, I'm trying to tell you, the impossible will happen every single day, and you'll be sitting around, walking around with your mind blown. Like, damn, I can't believe that happened. Damn, I can't believe I figured that out. Damn, I was in the hole, and now I'm on top of the clouds. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of these people don't take heed to that because we all look alike. That's what I've been telling motherfuckers this my whole life. I'd be like, yo, this is what I look like. I just came here looking like this, you know. Y'all could go past me and bump around, do whatever it is y'all do. I'm in a predominantly white town. I'm already used to people looking at me all different, sideways and weird and shit. But at the end of the day, it's like I've always been comfortable being me. I've always been solid in my space and my energy. So that not really played that much of a factor, you know? But then when you start to see all the other examples lining up, kind of like the one guy who I was saying, I could name a rack of other ones, but it's like we didn't give ourselves that power, you know, to say, hey, I'm gonna, you know, I'm this powerful over this being, I'm that powerful, okay, I'll be the checkpoint here and checkpoint there. No, what happens is you start to reflect on your life, and you can see the impact that you left at each spot you touched. So if I lived on that part of the land over there for a little while, I guarantee by the time I left, it would have been a dock, a house, or something. My energy signature would be there. You would know I stamped there. We do the same thing with our friendships, relationships, spousal ships, any kind of ship you on that you're supposed to be moving. All ships are supposed to be moving, you know. You stop for a little while and then you continue to sail. Y'all going somewhere. It's either going to hell or you going up there with the creator, you know. And the creator got many heavens, you know. I don't know why people feel as though we got one or two places we go to. You got many heavens, you got many hells. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, oh, you got Pepsi Cola. Yes, that's the team. But Maybe that's not your position on that team, you know? If you was a center, they may put you somewhere else where the guys be at. If you was a power forward or a point guard, they're gonna put you somewhere else where the guys be at. You know what I mean? We everywhere. But we are huge checkpoints. A lot of people come across us and they only see us for this meaty vessel, and they won't take heed to the spiritual ties and connections that we've created and we've maintained with the source, you know? And for that, they're always gonna have to reap a hard truth and reality once we separate or get out of their space. It has yet to fail. It has yet to fail. I have never seen one demon, one witch get beside me and then their life just start elevating right after me. I'm not saying they haven't had spurts and spouts where it was like doing a little bit better and like, I'm not saying like, oh, they don't have a little bit of fun or playfulness or any of that kind of shit in there, but I'm talking about the bigger picture, the grand scheme of things. Like, someone had to have like some kind of cervical surgery, like cervical cancer surgery, and I'm just like, damn, bitch, you won't in that space with me, but because you kept being demonic and kept trying to play with the creator's people, you gonna have to pay. You gotta pay. That's mandatory. Right now, my BM is on the roller coaster ride, but she signed her agreement at like 11, 12 years old with the demonic team. You know, she got epilepsy. She got to take pills from the time she wake up to the time she go sleep. Well, not all day, but when she get up and then when she go to bed. When she don't have those, she's in zombie mode. She's getting older. So all of that's going to play even a huge factor. She's going to get double whammy because our daughter's going to get the fuck away from her. And then she's going to start having all this health shit going on with her. So it's like, I don't have to put much emphasis on any of that over there. I just let that be, and I got enough time and energy to focus on my mini. But the other beings, I could see them crumbling, fumbling, bumbling, stumbling all over the place, you know, because they thought that their little witchcraft that they knew was going to work. And I just seen this new little bitch. I'm like, hey, your witchcraft is weak as fuck. I done dealt with some real witches. Some real witches that was wise enough to know how to manipulate my energy to rail me in enough to that way they could start casting and dropping these other spells on me. These witches now that I've been bumping into, I'm so aware that all of their spells and tactics are so fucking weak. Not just be looking like, yo, it's too much information out here for you not to be figuring out how to become a stronger demonic witch, or for you to have to figure out how to use the creator's playbook and move more righteously. Yo, it's mind blowing. And then the whole process is we just looking at it and seeing it, oh, I'm just me. You know, I'm just me. And then we know that it's a million, a billion, gazillion people out here in the world. So you don't look at it as like you're this super special being. But when they say we all unique, that's kind of a piece of our ingredient, you know? We able to stand solid the way we do because of how long we fought to be able to maintain our inner peace. Like, come on now. You've been fighting to keep this shit peaceful and steady your entire life. So you think we not gonna notice or acknowledge when we got demons and witches trying to bring some chaos? Like, bitch, I'm not a chaotic person. So when you come around me, I get confused. I don't want to be confused. I'm asking for some clarity. What's up? What's up? You don't want to give me no clarity? You don't want to give me no closure? I created myself. You don't got to tell me, hey, stop shooting the ball, the gym is closed. Bitch, I know the gym is closed. Look, I'm about to put up 3 more shots. 3 more shots. I got 1 more. And now I'm out of here. Now you can close up and lock the doors. You know what I mean? But I knew it was closed and I knew it was locked. We so aware and so to infinity and beyond this place, man. We are just at like this space to where most of us understand that we do not belong here. We here to serve our purpose and to do what we're supposed to do, but we know we don't belong here. We're too intelligent for this society right now. You don't have to have all the money in the world to be intelligent. Don't look at it as if though like, oh, okay, well, I don't got no water, so that means I ain't intelligent. You know, it's only in Western society. That's where we're at, you know? So you need the money like water and like food. It's a resource. You need it. You need it. So, but that doesn't determine like who you are. It's just people view you that way because they are materialistic and demonic, and they like to live by that playbook where it's like, oh, well, if you got money, that means you're doing better. If you got money, that means you're knowledgeable. And it's like, no, it's not. Some people rather not chase the money and spend more quality time with the people around them, focus on purpose and build other things, you know? And then for a lot of us, we got started a little later in life, and then you got inflation and all this other shit that's happening, which puts a big hinder on trying to get your resources together, you know what I mean? So never looked at somebody who didn't have a lot of money and be like, oh no, you not knowledgeable, you're not with the creator. Like, some of them beings be more solid than the people with the money. You gotta realize you gotta do a lot of weird shit to get a lot of money. You have to do a lot of weird shit to get a lot of money. You have to step on a lot of people to get a lot of money. I don't give a damn what field you in. How many people do you know with a lot of money that hasn't stepped on somebody? Not many. Not many. Even the ones that's close to you that got some kind of money, they are overcharging their friends and family for products. That's retarded to me. I remember when everybody started making clothing brands, and it's like, yo, $35 a t-shirt. I'm like, bruh. Oh, won't you just support me? I'm like, bruh. Why don't you sell it for another number? Take the little financial hit in the beginning, but at least you'll have more people wearing your brand. But people are so concerned with chasing a dollar bill and looking like something that they're not. You know what I mean? You limited. You're not going to be able to get all the money in the world and keep a nice connection with the creator and source. It's not going to happen. Because the money is going to make you do things that you don't want to do, that's against your principles, morals, and values. Somewhere down the line. I don't give a damn what kind of work you're doing. We all doing spiritual work, and you will still get tempted with, oh, well, let's see how connected they really is. You know what I'm saying? You saying you with the story. All right, well, I got these dollars right here. Are you willing to do this? Or can you be here at this time? I know you had plans to do that, you know, to kind of connect, meditate, do whatever. Whatever it had to do with you being source is going to pull you away for a couple dollars. We are those checkpoints, you know what I mean? We are those checkpoints. Unfortunately and fortunately, people will always look at us like we're just a regular tree. None of these trees look special, but they're trees. We can say they are special, but not one of these trees stand out and you can say it's special. Humans, they're going to look at us all the same way, even though we're way more intelligent. We're way more intelligent, you know what I mean? It's cold out here, my lips getting dry as a motherfucker, you know what I mean? But I ain't want to run it up too long. I just wanted to drop something slight down there. We are checkpoints, you know, we are turning points in a lot of their lives, and most of them won't take heed, they won't acknowledge it, and you will always, it's never going to fail. I've seen it happen 100% of the time. Something very, very witchy is happening to them every time they get away from us. Because it's like they slapping the creator in the face. It's like, yeah, he sent his most powerfulest chosen one to you in your presence, and you chose to just be ignorant or be demonic and try to destroy them in the process. You gotta pay. Everything costs out here. Everything. It costs the love. It costs the hate. Tapping everything down below. Peace and love to the kings and queens.